guys, today we're going to talk a little bit about what it's like to be an influencer online today. Now, as you know, I am an online influencer full-time. I do this full-time. I've been blogging since 2005, and I make a full income, a full-time living on this. I've been doing so since 2007. So I just wanted to give you guys a few tips in case you wanted to start being an online influencer today. So if you are somebody that is going to be very photo-centric and you're really good on taking pictures, then Instagram is definitely your platform. If you are somebody who is more of a speaker and you don't want to be in the camera, in the eye of the camera, you don't want to be in front of people, then maybe podcast is where you need to be. I think the first thing that you need to do is figure out where you want to be, what is going to be your main platform. So everybody has to have a main platform, but I think everyone needs to be a little bit, have their footprint everywhere. You don't have to have a massive following and have to have a huge footprint on every single social media platform, but I find that I'm pretty much even Steven throughout. So if any campaign comes my way, I'm able to sell myself on any platform. So if somebody wants a tweet, I have 70,000 plus people over there. If somebody wants a Facebook campaign, no problem. I have 18,000 people over there. If somebody wants Pinterest, I have 50,000 people over there. I have throughout the years made sure that I have a okay number. I am not in the millions in any of the spaces, but I think if you looked at any of my counts, you could say she has some grasp of an audience in those spaces. And then if you take me as a whole, then I am a good person to hire because I can give you one Instagram, one Facebook, one tweet, one pin, one YouTube, and we're talking a really great collection of outreach to different audiences. Because one thing you'll learn is whoever is on YouTube is not on your Facebook, is not on your Twitter, is not on your Instagram. They're all different audiences. And so when you do have 20,000 followers on Facebook, those are not the same 20,000 people that you'll accumulate on YouTube. So it is good to try to grow a little bit of everywhere. But one of the places should be your main squeeze, your main hub. And I think if you're just starting, you should really sit down and make that decision right away. You should say, okay, I'm going to really focus on YouTube. YouTube is what I like. I like doing videos. I like talking. I'm super animated. I like to use my hands, whatever it is that you want to do. And so YouTube is where I'm going to do my main focus. I am going to do daily videos. My niche is going to be X, Y, and Z, and I'm really going to commit to becoming part of the community in YouTube. And becoming part of a community is really key in growing your influence. And so when you grow your influence in the beginning, it's a little hard. And if you're watching this video, odds are that you're probably struggling with that right now. And so when you're in the beginning and you're sort of going, why is nobody viewing my videos? What can I do without having to pay to play? Because unfortunately, you're going to find a lot of these companies want you to pay to play. The thing that you can really do is start commenting on other people's stuff. Start commenting on trending videos every single day. Start engaging with the people that engage with you. So let's just say, you have a comment on one of the videos that you posted this week. You better comment back on that person. You better like that. You better go to their channel if they have one and comment on their videos as well, because it's not about getting the first 10,000 followers. It's about getting a really solid 10 followers, core, hardcore, really solid 10 followers. And then it's about capturing a really solid 100 followers. Stop worrying about 10,000, 100,000, million followers. Like, okay, you can't all be Kim Kardashian in the first year. Like, get over it. You got to really start capturing the really small groups of hubs of people that enjoy what you're saying, and get to know them a little bit and start having conversations with them. And then they'll be the ones that will go and tell other people about your message. So I read a book about Lady Gaga. I wish I remembered the name of the book. It was many years ago. It was like, I don't even know, like 8 years ago. And I think it was called like the Lady Gaga effect. And the author said Lady Gaga's main thing is really honing in on her fanatical fans, the fans that love her the best, the fans that are like loopy crazy and go and follow her all over the place, and they go to every concert and they're like totally obsessed with her. She doesn't try to get all the fans. She goes after the 10, 12, 100 fans that she knows are utterly obsessed with her, and she makes them feel really special and loved and catered to and adored, and she knows them by their first names, because those are the fans that will go out and start the fan groups, the fan clubs, the newsletters, the emails, the Instagram fan pages. They're the ones that are doing all the extra work for her. She knows this. I thought that was the most brilliant marketing I've ever heard. I was like, that is genius. And you don't look at things that way, but that's really how you have to start to look at things. Really get to know the people that are following you. If you want to be an influencer, you really have to get to know the people that are taking the time out of their lives and commenting on you. If you're seeing the same person comment on your videos day in and day out, Instagram posts day in and day out, you better be extra special and extra responsive and extra friendly to those people, because they really enjoy your content, and it matters. It really matters. Even as a personal level, you should be so thankful that they're coming to you. That's a really big, solid, sound advice. Relationships matter, and that goes towards the paid side of things as well. In the Instagram world, in the paid world, I'll just say paid world as a whole, 80% of all my gigs in my lifetime, I have been a full-time blogger since 2007. I really need you to understand that. I live in New York. My husband has not had a job since 2007. I have been floating this house since 2007. And I will tell you, a good 80% of my jobs are repeat business from people that I have met in this industry and who continue to work with me because they know me, because they enjoy my work ethic, because they like the content that I provide, and because we're friends. That's business. Business is, it's friendship. It's I had lunch with so-and-so, and, I have this new project coming up, and wouldn't it be great? I just had lunch with her. She comes to top of mind. She's a mom blogger. We're looking for a mom blogger. Why don't we put her on this campaign? So another piece of advice that I want to give to you guys is, if you're really serious about becoming an influencer, you really have to step out of your space and get to know the players in the game. So you have to start going to events in the beginning, even though they're not paid. And you have to get to know the brands. You have to get to know the PR agents. You have to get to know the people in between, the middlemen. You have to get to know the accounts, the account managers, everybody that's in this world. And yeah, okay, so brand X is having an event and it's not paid, and you're like, why on earth would I go to this? I don't care about having lunch with so-and-so or seeing a clothing launch about so-and-so. I don't have time. This is what you're telling yourself. I don't have time to do this. I really want to try to make money. This is how you make money in the beginning. You get out there. You show them who you are. You're a person. You're not just a name. You're not just an image. You're a person. You have a personal relationship with these people. When they email you, you reference something that happened that day, something that made you guys laugh. You reference their children's name. You reference their boyfriend's name. You know now that they're engaged. How's the wedding shopping going? When you write back, and that's how you build relationships. It's really totally part of it all, and I think that that's something that I can't reiterate enough. It's very, very important. And just to jump off on that, YouTube is really big on collaborations. I don't really only work on YouTube. I don't really do much on YouTube. I'm just sort of starting here in this atmosphere, but collaborations are really key as well. So this is where you'll meet other influencers. This is where you'll meet other people in your space. This is where you're sitting down and you're having cocktails and they tell you about an editing app that really works really well. And then this is when they tell you, no, well, I have this photographer and he only charges me $75 an hour. And oh no, I know this guy and he has this great friend who does X, Y, and Z. And this is how you get the information that you need in order to further your business. You have to get out of your zone, and you have to get into the spaces where the knowledge is. So that is super critical. It's just not even a joke. I mean, there are plenty of people who are living on a farm and who don't go out to spaces and who are killing it on Instagram. I'm not saying that's not possible. I follow them. I follow some people, and it's like beautiful. They're like running through corn stalks, and their hair is like glistening blonde, and their children are freckled noses, and I'm looking at them and I'm like, oh my gosh, these people are so beautiful. Like, this is the most beautiful picture. But I don't know, are they making money? Like, I really don't know. I don't know if these people are making money. I really don't know. I'm making money. I don't know if they're making money. I'm telling you how to make money as an influencer. Okay, so here's how else you start as an influencer from the bottom up. I'm talking from the very beginning, the beginning. Like, you have 50 people on Instagram and you don't know where to go, right? You start joining these networking, these influencer network apps. You can find them if you search iTunes or something. I'm sure there's a ton of them. If you just do influencer gigs, I don't know. I'll look below and I'll add some links. But you start doing for product reviews. And again, you're not getting paid, and you're like, why am I doing this? You're doing it because you're showing brands that you're capable of telling a story in a way that is marketable and is still unique to your voice, and you're showing that you're capable of telling a message in a way that still captures your audience. And so, okay, yeah, you only got $100 product, and you didn't get paid, but you got a moisturizer that was $100 product, and you didn't get paid, but here it is, and here's my photo, and I have 100 followers, and I got 55 likes, and I got 8 comments, and here's my photo. So the next time that there's a campaign that comes up in your little app, and they say, okay, we have $50, $75, I don't know what your value is at 100 people, I don't know. But you know, you have 100 people, and there's an opportunity, and it's $50, and then you're saying, I can go for that, and I'm gonna show you my last review of a product, and here's the link. Here's a link of me showing how I can show a product off to my audience in a very non-pushy, non-salesy kind of way, because I'm able to tell a story and still make it feel non-threatening to my readers. And so I didn't get paid last time, but it's sort of part of my portfolio, and that's how you have to look at it in the beginning. So yes, you didn't get paid for maybe the first 5 or 6 things that you did. You had an exchange for product. And you know, you might not be happy to hear that in the very beginning, but that's something that you need to do, because in the very beginning, if you really think about it, you only have 50 followers, 100 followers. I don't know what your number is right now. But at this moment in time, you're working on your portfolio. You're spending time, you're building your reach, and you're building a portfolio, and you're working on your skills, and you're working on your photography, and you're working on your editing skills. And this is the time where you're doing a exchange of products. And eventually the tide will shift where you can start asking for money. You could say, okay, I don't want the product anymore, but hey, if you give me $50, $100, $75, I'll do a review on your what is that? I can't even say it. Tummy tea? I don't even know what that is. It's everywhere. And I know those people only, like the people that I know that are getting it, I'm sure like the celebrities are getting $1 billion, but I don't know, like the people I know are only getting a few $100s a post, and they're posting like 3 times a week. So even that, you have to ask yourself, like, do I want to dilute my brand for a few $100s? It has to be worth diluting your brand. Really think that through as well. So let's just put a pin in that. We'll talk about that later. The last thing I want to tell you about being an influencer online is you have to do a lot of legwork to increase your viewership and your numbers, because there are so many people on Instagram now. Like, it is so hard to increase your numbers these days, that the sound advice I have to give you is it's just a lot of legwork. You have to spend a lot of time on Instagram, on any social media platform, and you have to be, like I said in the very beginning of this video, be a part of the community. You have to go after the hashtags. You have to communicate with other people that you believe would want to follow you. You have to follow people and talk to the people that they're following. and that are following them. It's almost like a rabbit hole. Like you go down a rabbit hole and you're like, okay, I'm very similar to this person. Let me see who's following her. Let me talk to the people that are following her. Maybe they'll come back and look at my account, and then maybe they'll like what I'm doing, and then they'll follow me. It's like warped science. So it is, you know, other people do all these videos and they're like, oh, I can get you on the Explore page, and then they don't really tell you how to get on the Explore page, and then it's all convoluted. And I'm pretty sure they're all doing power likes, which is like, I think buying like 9 million likes for their photo for like $2, which is like not real. And then maybe it gets them on the Explore page. I don't even understand what some people do. I watch the YouTube videos and I'm like, so you bought likes? Like, is that what you're saying? Like you pretty much bought likes? Is that the legal way that you're trying to tell me to get on the Explore page? Like you didn't do anything that you should suggest. Like you didn't tell me anything you should really suggest. So I wouldn't do those things. I would really just do what I just said. It's a lot of legwork. Look for the people that look like you as far as your niche is concerned, and then look at who is following those people. It's hard. It's like 2 hours a day. And then go and comment on all the people that are commenting on those pictures. It's exhausting, right? But that's my best advice, and that's like money advice right there. Like that is like solid. Like I should put that in a course. Like you shouldn't even have heard that advice. That's like money advice. Like if you really want to grow your accounts, that's it right there. Like that's the magic pill. Like, you know, it's like, oh, how do I lose weight? It's like eat vegetables. Like that's the eat vegetables advice. All right, so that's my video. I'm at 17 minutes. I didn't mean to go that long, but I'll do a couple of more of these next week to give you some more ideas. And until next time.